Alright, guys. And let me just do a quick little sound check here. See how this sounds. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just doing a quick sound check. Probably should have done this before we started, but see how this sounds. Alright, there we go. That works. Okie dokie. Anyways, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel once again. Doing a stream tonight. I'm still working on editing another video, so just gonna get you guys content, but I've got something to show you guys that came in the mail today. So, as you probably know from the title, we got our case of PRB02 finally in here. I've been waiting for this for a while. I've been trying to order it for, I think it was over a week straight that I was trying to get it to be ordered. Finally was able to order one, which is nice. So my plan for this opening is I want to do 5 or 6 boxes, probably 5 out of the 10, and I'm going to keep 2 boxes total unopened. One of them I'm going to sell after a year, and we're just going to flip it and see what the value of that box is after a year. And then the last one I'm probably just going to hold indefinitely as a keepsake, as I should have done with PRB01, because that set is now, I believe, the 3rd or 4th most expensive set in the game. There's the first set, OP05, and then I think it's either PRB01 or EB01. I think it's PRB01 though. So yeah, super excited about this set though. I've already opened a little bit on stream for you guys, but really can't wait to open some more. Hunting for, of course, some Gold Dawn cards and my first manga, which I don't know if you count the Blackbeard manga event that I did pull in a different box. I don't, even though technically it is a manga. But I'm hoping to get the 9-cost Sanji manga. So this will be my, I believe, 3rd case that I've ever bought, and I still have yet to open a single manga. So that just goes to show you, right? If you want a card, you get singles. But I'm addicted to the gambling, what can I say? So here we go. Got it right here. One Piece card, the best 2 premium booster. So that's going to be PRB2. So a case is 10 boxes for this set, not 12. And I'm going to open, I believe, 5 of them tonight on stream. I might be convinced to do a 6th. If you guys want to see that, let me know down in chat. But I need to get me a actual box cutter with how much stuff I end up opening. Or like scissors or something, right? It's kind of ridiculous. I'm always just sitting here with my card keys going ham. But here we go. Guys, if you're new here, please be sure to leave a like on the stream. Leave a comment in the chat there, or you can pin a comment to this or my newest video, whichever one that is, after the stream if you catch this afterwards, saying what you did or didn't like and what you would like to see next, what I could improve on. And then, yeah, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any streams or uploads. I'm going to try and start getting a stream schedule going, but I'm still kind of new. So we'll see if that actually ends up happening. But let me go ahead and switch this over here. Alright. What we can see here, guys, we got all 10 boxes. So I'm just going to pull out one half of these for now. If I can get in there. Alright. Boom. Boom. Move my mouse here. And boom. Okie doke. And I'm also working, guys, on getting a better... Ooh, knocked over my curtain there. Getting a better close cam setup. Because currently what I have is my GoPro on a tripod about yay high with my Blackbeard deck box under it. So it's not very big or sturdy, but I need to get one of those phone clamps. The only issue is I need a better phone to actually be worth clamping, I guess. Alright, let me just turn this down. And I have to pull up the chat on my phone because I don't have an extra monitor as we get into this. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. go. We got chat pulled up here. Sweet. All right, so I'm gonna start off with this first box here. Set the other 4 on this side, and depending on how well these 5 boxes go, I might crack the 6th one. But I wanted to keep a couple boxes just to have packs to open with each of the other videos that I released. Right, we'll just open like 3 or 4 packs of videos, something like that. Actually, hold on. How many? So there's 20 packs per box. So I'll probably do 2 packs per video of PRB02, just like with every release. All right. So let's get this bad boy uncovered. So cards that I'm looking for here, right? I just recently built the green Zoro deck finally. And I only had 2 extra Tashigis that I pulled from the PRB02 that I opened earlier. So I would like to run 4 of that card. I think it's really strong, right? Being able to protect your bodies. So I would like to get 2 more Tashigis out of this, which is reprinted in this set. It's just a super rare, so pretty decent chances. As well as another playset of Marco, as I wouldn't mind flipping a playset. And then, obviously, Manga Rare Sanji would be really cool. Any Gold Dawn cards would be awesome. Preferably looking for, of course, I think the Boa Hancock one is very valuable, as well as any of the Yamato Dons are very, very valuable, right? Not obviously going to top that original Green Zoro one, but still very good and worthwhile investment there. Kind of rambling, but anyways, let's get into this. Pull the chat over here. Alright. And I switched up the camera layout for the face cam down here to the bottom right, just to see how you guys like that. It's better than the other one. Alright, and again, for these packs, the way it works, right, is we have, I forget the exact ratios in the box, but I'll figure it out again as we go. There's a way to tell if you got a hit or not, and then every pack comes with a Dawn card. Every box should contain, I think it is 2 parallel rares of any card in the set that has a parallel, 2 secrets, and 2 foil Dawn cards. And then out of those, one of your foil Dawn cards can be the Golden Dawn, and you can also get an extra hit, I believe, to replace either one of your secrets or your parallels, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe an addition. I can't remember exactly for that. But yeah, and then there's a certain way to tell whether or not you get a hit in the pack. I don't really care about that. We're just going to get into it. So first pack of Destiny, here we go. I'm going to be splitting the cards up into their rarities. So we got our commons here. Nice. Always love to see Gamma Knife. I actually only pulled 1 or 2 of that card in our first couple boxes that we did. So it's good to see another one. All right, we got Gum Gum Lightning and Moda. And we got Burgess for a rare and Brook for our SR. Very good card. Nice. And our first secret of the box is going to be a blue 9-drop Sanji. So please be subtle foreshadowing for the manga. So we're going to put that over there. We'll sleeve him up in a second. And then we got the Luffy foil and a regular Yamato Dawn card. So I'll put the Dawn cards down here. Sweet. I'm just going to stack these foils for the cards underneath whatever rarity that is right there. Like so. And let me go ahead and sleeve up. I'm going to sleeve up all the secrets and alts. Alright, I need to move that here. Let's keep going. I need to get something to dump all these packs in. 1 second. A little bit of housekeeping here. Alright, there we go. That should work. There. This over here. Alright. Let's get into it. Yeah, guys, feel free to talk to me, ask anything you want in the comments, and I'll do my best to chat about it. I know there's a couple of y'all that might be watching at some point that I ran into at locals that subscribed to the channel, so thanks, by the way, for any of you guys that did that. So if you guys are watching from that, hello. Nice, Rebecca, with the Gum Gum Rain. Good to see you guys on the channel. Feel free to ask me any questions about the I was running Blue Yellow Nami, right, filming my next episode of the Scrubbing Out series, and yeah, feel free to ask me anything about the ratios for that, by the way. So we got our Robin foil and then a Gum Gum Lightning, pretty cool, and then a regular Caesar Clown Dawn. Okay, there we go. And I'm opening them up backwards, guys, just because there is that God pack of Dawn cards that you can pull. And so it would be cool to see that from the back of the cards. All right, we got Slave Arrow. Very good card. Nice. We got the rare Ace. Guys, the rares in this set are actually pretty expensive. I think this card's still $2 or $3, despite only being played in like 1 or 2 decks. Nice. We got our second secret for the box is going to be the Yellow Rush Ace. Very good card. And another Foil Slave Arrow. I will always take a Foil Slave Arrow. Amazing card. Really good into the Green Zoro matchup. And just a counter event that's really strong, I feel like. Counter events these days are pretty decent. So, good to see that. Let's go ahead and sleeve up our second secret rare here, being that Ace. Very nice. So now we have 2 alts left and 2 foil Dawn cards, approximately, and then we're going to pull the manga Sanji in this box as well. I can already feel it. We already had the subtle foreshadowing of the normal Sanji, so the manga is right around the corner. That's just how it works. All right, no God Pack this time. It's fine. All right, we got Onami, Three Brothers Bond, and then that's going to be our commons. And then we have the Revolutionary Army Stage, White Snake, and Nojiko. Very good card. We have Finger Pistol for a rare. Nice. And we got the SR Trafalgar Law. This card's very good. Very sought after right now as well. And then we have our first promo. So I don't actually have... Oh, nice. Another Foil Slave Arrow. I don't actually... Ooh, I messed up the corner of that Dawn card. Oof. It's alright. I'll give it to a Vegapunk player. It's not like they care about the quality of their deck when their card's like $12 anyways. I'm going to scoot these over here just a little bit, guys, so that I can make room for the promo pile because I did pull the promo Sabo. I forgot that they printed promo... printed promos in this. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm actually just going to move the commons and uncommons out of the way. And I'm just going to put the foils for those on top like so. Because pretty much all the commons and uncommons are going to be recurring over and over, so we don't really need to see those too often. Let me know if you guys want me to put those back on camera, but I'm just going to keep them down here for now. Alright, there we go. So there's those, and then we have the promos here. And I'll just put the normals down here. Okay, cool. Alright, let's keep cracking. Boom. Alright, no God Pack. Commons. We have 3 commons. I think that means it's a hit, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, we have our rare here. Going to be Kaya. And the SR Eustace Captain Kidd. Very cool. We have our Brule. And the Baby Sabo. Very cool. Ooh, and the foil Luchidon. Look at that. There we go. Kind of catch. Oh my goodness. Kind of catch the texturing there. Sweet. I'm going to get that one nice and sleeved up in a second. But yep. Baby Sabo. I might still need that foil just until... what's it called? Just until I get the rest of the parallels from the starter deck. Because I'm currently working on maxing out my BY Luffy deck, guys. So right now I need 2 of the Yellow Rush Aces. And then 3 more Garps. And I think it's like 1 ace, 1 or 2 aces, 2 Sabos, and then 2 or 1 Luffy. I know one of them I have 3 of. One of them I only have 2 of. So, alright. We got some commons here. Very cool. Katarina Devon and Black Hole. Alright, we have 0 cost green event. So pretty good in Zoro. For those of you playing Zoro. And Black Maria for our SR. Nice! And we have the parallel rare for Edward Newgate. That 7 cost character. Not really seeing play in a ton right now. I don't even know if they play this in, what's it called? In Ace moving forward. Because it is Whitebeard Pirates type. But just look at that. It is immaculate. Not as good, in my opinion, as the SP's art. But I mean, hey, it's still really good. And then we have foil Mary Joie as well. Sweet. We will take that, and then let me sleeve these guys up before we forget about it. I'm just going to keep the parallels down here with our Dawn cards for now, guys, on the bottom, just kind of as a highlight to the box. In fact, I might just move all these down here. Yep, I think I'll do that. Okay, a little bit more organizing here. I need room for the parallel, don't I? Okay, well, or the promos, I should say. All right, we'll organize it like that, and that way, if we pull a gold Dawn, we might have some extra room here. Sweet. Okay, then I can just stack these like so. All right. Sorry, a lot of organizing going on there, guys, but Keep on going. No God pack. I feel like I'm gonna... I might not want to say that for every pack, but... Alright. Best card in the game. You can be my samurai. I kind of wish that they had printed Paradise Waterfall again in this set. Paradise Waterfall is like a really expensive card from 01. I guess it would have been reprinted in PRB01 then. Alright, we got Kobe, another really good rare. I think this card is still like $10, $12, something like that. So, a good rare to pull. And then we have, of course, the Shirahoshi, much needed reprint. This card was insanely expensive. Kind of talked about that on our last PRB opening stream. And then we have our Sanji 2K and Germa 66 for our event card with the Calgaradon. Alright, cool. We will put those where they belong and get the next pack. Interesting that they reprinted the Sanji 2K out of all the things in that starter deck. I think there's like 2 or 3 cards from that red ST21, I believe it was, starter deck for Luffy that they just reprinted. All right, no God pack on this one, so we'll just get going here. All right, it's to die for, really good staple in blue, purple Luffy, I feel like. All right, we have the new Shiryu rare. Not as valuable because it's only usable really in Blackbeard, but still a very good card nonetheless. And then we have KO Shanks coming out, the film type one. Nice. And then we have Maynard. I don't think this card's used. Maybe they run it in Kuzan, who knows. And Slow Beam Sword. Another really strong card, I feel like, that is not seeing as much play as it deserves for how good it is in our current 12.5 meta. It might fall off in OP13, but it's definitely good right now. Helps curb those more aggressive decks, or decks where people are leaving up blockers, right? Like Green Zoro late game, you can rest their Mihawk, and if they don't have Waterfall, it might just cook them on math alone. All right, and we're going to keep going. Edward Newgate, of course, getting a reprint from Starter Deck 13. Nice, we got some commons there. Okay, and then Lightning and Ivankov. All right, we have another new rare. That's going to be the 3-cost Bonnie. I think this one's also a couple bucks. I think all the new rares, I'm pretty sure, are worth some amount of money, but nice. We got the starter deck Law for the Dofi deck. It's pretty cool. Ooh, and that is actually completing the playset for my parallel rare Gecko Morias. So very nice. This is the new Gecko Moria. For those of you guys who don't know what it does, it's a 6-cost, 7,000 power character with no counter on it. Says on play, if your leader is Thriller Bark Pirates type, play up to 1 character with the cost of 4 or less from your trash rested, then give 1 Rested Dawn to your leader or one of your characters. And then obviously 7 Warlords of the Sea Thriller Barks. Very strong card. I've been playing around with it in my Moria deck that I just have as like a pet deck, and I gotta say, the combos you can pull off with this card, bringing back stuff like Kuzan to go card neutral in hand for 2 decent bodies, bringing back a Rebecca to start recycling stuff. There's just so many good options. You can even use this to bring back the 4-cost Gecko Moria from, I believe it's OP 10 or 11, and that one on play brings back a Thriller Bark Pirates type with a cost of 2 or less from your trash rested as well. So you can go 6 into 4 into 2, and then the 2 can be something like Inupe, which is going to draw 2 trash 2. So just really, really insane board flood on that card. And then I'm sure this card goes absolutely bonkers in Perona once that new EBO whatever set comes out, EBO3, once they get the card from that. All right, so we got our next pack here. All right, got our commons, just like so. It's to die for coming in again. We got Galdino. This is a blocker I'm actually considering adding to Nami for the Green Zoro matchup. Pretty good rare out of this set. So it's a 2-drop 1k character with 1000 counter. It has blocker, and it also says this effect can be activated. If I can get this to focus. I don't know. I think this camera's kind of bad. This effect can be activated when this character is rested by your opponent's effect. You can trash it and draw 2 cards. So similar to Marco, actually, in the way that it works. In that it lets you draw cards. And speaking of Marco, we still do not have one. We have a Boa Hancock coming in here. A card you might play in Bonnie. Pretty strong card. Just lets you trash any card with trigger from your hand to freeze an opponent's leader. Any leader that is rested. Or any active character that is not Monkey D. Luffy. So it's worded interestingly, but that's what it does. Right, we have Promo Mihawk coming in clutch here. As well as a foil. Someone did someone say Kami. Good grief, I can't speak. And we have the foil of the Blackbeard Dawn card. So again, one of my favorites from this set, along with like the Shanks Dawn, and then of course the there's a couple others that I really like, but this one I really like the simplicity of it. A lot of people give me crap for that. They don't like that Dawn very much, but personally up there for me. Once I get enough of them, I'm going to do like 1-in-1 in my Blackbeard deck with the old Blackbeard Dawn cards. Alright, so we're going to crack this bad boy open. And no God Pack. Unfortunate. Alright, let's keep going. So we have both of our parallels, both of our foil Dawns, and both of our secrets. And we have, I mean, look at this. It's like half the box left. So either we're getting no more hits other than SRs and stuff, or we could get really lucky here, guys. Alright, so we're going to keep going. Three Brothers Bond, of course, coming out for our commons. Along with that, we got Ivankov and Whitesnake and X-Drake. Alright, we have the new rare Jinbei for the Dofi deck. Pretty decent card. Not as good as the old Jinbei, obviously, but nobody's gonna outdo the old Jinbei and that deck specifically. We have Frankie, and then we have the foil Buggy coming in here for you Rayleigh players. I have one now if you want to come trade. And Corda Coliseum. That's an uncommon. I am stupid. Pretty cool. And then we have the Chopper Dawn. And I'm not actually listening to the music as it's playing today, guys. Just trying to lock in on this a little bit. Alright, so we got our commons here. Uncommons with It's to Die For and Killer. We got Promo Shanks, which I'm just going to put that down here. We actually haven't even pulled a regular promo yet. We got Bad Manners Kit Course, going to be our red 3-cost event. And then Laboon is going to be our SR for this pack. So still no Marcos out of this box, guys. But we have a lot of cards left to pull, and then we pull a Sengoku and a Crocodile promo with the Bonnie Dawn card to round that card or that pack out. So I believe now that I'm opening them again, if you see a promo if you see 2 commons, 2 uncommons, and a promo, you're getting nothing but an SR out of that pack. It's going to be a no-hitter. Pretty sure is how that works. And then I think if you have 3 commons, it's a hit, and if you have 3 uncommons, it's a parallel or something like that. All right. So we got our commons again. Beam Sword, Calgara. Then we got Katarina Devon. Dragon's Breath, Nojiko. Alright, now we have Frankie here. Pretty good card. Glad this got a reprint. Bonnie for our SR. And we got a shiny X-Drake. Very nice. This can go into my Law deck or my Kid deck. Either one. And a shiny Newgate as well. And that one actually is really neat. I want to show this off real quick. So the Newgate actually has, if I can show it, the Whitebeard Pirates. Yeah, the Whitebeard Pirate symbol right there. So very, very cool. And then we got the Revolutionary Army Dawn card. I'm pretty sure it's confirmed now that we cannot pull the Gold Dawn out of this pack, as we already pulled both of our foil Dawns. Or out of this box, excuse me. Now that we pulled both of our foil Dawns. So, kind of unfortunate, but it's alright. Hopefully we'll see one in these 5 boxes here. If I don't see a Golden Dawn by the 5th box, chat, I will open the 6th one. And then if I don't see one in that, then I'll just accept fate. But, alright, so let's get going here. Okay. Alright, we got the new Nami rare. Pretty good card. Might put this in Black Purple Luffy. And then we have Sanji SR. We have the foil Sangoro and the foil Shachi Penguin and the Lim Dawn. Pretty interesting looking Dawn. Yeah. Pretty interesting to me that Sangoro fell off as hard as it did. I mean, I guess now Purple Straw Hat, other than Blue Purple Luffy, isn't really that great. As opposed to what it was back in 09 and 10. But, I don't know. It's just a 5-cost, 6,000 power character, right? You can play it off of Luffy Taro if you need to. And just drawing a card on every attack is so much pressure. It forces an answer out of your opponent. So, alright. Would also like to get some more foil Lime Juices for... I have a red-haired Sabo deck that I threw together. And I might also just build Shanks at some point, even though that deck just falls off a cliff in 13. So I wouldn't mind more foil Lime Juices. Law, we have for a rare, with Karos for our SR. So still no Marcos, guys, and we are about 3/4 of the way down. We got Katarina Devon and the new promo Bonnie. Pretty cool looking, and the Marco Dawn card. We really want to see that Marco, guys. I think if we can get a rate of about 1 Marco every box, I will be thrilled. Though I do know, apparently, somebody at my card store, super unfortunate, he opened a case, the full case, and did not pull a single Marco. So very unfortunate there. All right, we got God Thread. I also wouldn't mind more foil God Threads. Can't ever have too many God Threads. We have that and Geon, and then the Buggy. We have the new rare Otama 2K. Pretty good card. There we go. That's our first Marco, guys. That's exactly what we want to see. In fact, I am putting that card in the wrong spot. I'm going to sleeve this card up because it is worth more than most of the other SRs even, or secrets, I should say. All right, and then we have Marshall D. Teach and my crew. Sweet. So exactly what we wanted out of this box for the most part. Have we seen a Tashigi, actually, now that I think about it? I'll keep a Marco counter right here. I don't think we've seen Tashigi yet. Interesting. All right, well, we have a couple packs left. We might be able to pull one. I only need 2, so I guarantee we pull 2 by the time that I'm done with this opening. But all right, let's keep going. No Dawn God pack today. Out of that one. Okay. Usohachi. Wouldn't mind some more foil Usohachis or Black Vortexes either, because I use Black Vortex in every black deck and Usohachi in most of my purple decks, because most of my purple decks are Straw Hat. Right. Nice, we got Gravity Blade. I also wouldn't mind seeing a Parallel Gravity Blade out of one of these boxes. Probably won't pull it, but I mean, just a really cool card. Really good. I always will use this card. I think it's good enough to compete with spots where most people just put Red Rock, in fact. So there's that. And then we have Cavendish. Great reprint. Love to see that. This guy and this guy. And we have the Shanks Dawn. Look at that, dude. That is so... I really want to foil this. That is just such a sick looking Dawn card. They really went crazy on Shanks for that Dawn right there. Alright, looks like we got about 3 packs left. So we're getting down to the bottom of this first box here. Alright, no God pack. Okay. Alright, we got a promo, so probably just a SR. Basil Hawkins. Nice, the Sabo 2K. So, very strong card here. I think I actually did need one of these for something. Oh yeah, the black-red Sabo deck coming out in OP13 I did decide to build. Alright, then we have a foil 3 Brothers, which looks really cool. And foil Calgara, which are both commons. Sanji Dawn rounding that pack off. 2 packs left, guys. Can we pull a 3rd hit? Imagine. Alright, no God pack here. I guess most of them will just have 2 commons at this point because we don't have any more hits. Okay. So. Nice. Promo Law. That goes in my kid deck, I think. Wouldn't mind seeing a foil of that card. Come on, we'll fight you. A Crocodile. The Baroque Works kind. We have Moda and Onami. Very cool. With the gear for Luffy. Dawn card. Actually really glad that they gave Onami some love in this set. I feel like it's a really, really strong card that doesn't see as much play as it should in purple decks. Especially, I feel like in blue-purple Luffy, it can be really strong. So, if given a chance, I don't know. It's a good tech at the worst. Alright, we got our Nojiko coming in clutch again. Alright, we got the new Zoro 2K counter. I run this in my green Zoro deck right now. Very strong. Where am I putting that? There we go. Ben Beckman. And then to round out our box, we got Nico Robin as a common along with Brooke and the Foxy Dawn. All right, so that's going to be our first box, guys. So pretty decent overall. We pulled a Marco. Can't complain. As well as our secret rares being pretty good here with Ace and Sanji. And then our parallels are actually very valuable out of this box. I believe this one is around 30-ish. And I think this is about the same. But yeah. Good starter box, guys. Very good. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move these up here. Let's get these down. There we go. And then I'm just going to shift our commons and uncommons under their piles over here. I need more room, realistically, to put the commons down. It feels weird pulling them out like that. Oh yeah, and then we'll go ahead and put Marco up there with the secret rares. He's basically a secret rare. Okay, that's our first box done and dusted. Very cool. Next box, let's go. There we go. Okay. If you guys are just tuning in, thank you for swinging by. Feel free to leave a like on the stream if you like gambling. Leave a comment in chat if you want to talk about something or just have something you want to say. Subscribe so you don't miss streams or uploads. And share it with your friends so that they can also gamble with me. All right, first pack magic. Let's see if we can get a god pack here. No. Sadness. All right. There's always hoping, chat. There's always hoping. All right, let's get into it. Perona in the Coliseum. Katarina Devon, Black Hole, and Lim is our promo, so this one's just going to be an SR, probably. Gadatsu, good reprint, and Carrot, welcome aboard. Oh, and one thing to note, guys, is we did not actually end up pulling a TCG out of that last box. So it just goes to show you if you want to buy, or you want a certain card out of a set, just buy the single. It's not worth it. All right, we got a foil common here with Maynard, and just shut up and come, and then we got your turn. Or sorry, Yamato Dawn. That's our first pack down. One down, 19 to go. No god pack. Okay. All right. Those are commons there. Boom. Okay. So we got Rosinante for our rare. Good reprint. We have the 6-cost blocker Mihawk for you buggy players out there. Nice. And I got another one of these. I remember pulling this in our last stream. This is the Blue Law Punk Hazard style. This is the one from the... it goes in the Dofi deck. Oh, goodness, that artifact there. This goes in the Blue Doflamingo deck. But yeah, just really, really nice alt. Really love to see that. And then we got our Sengoku common and a Dawn card. So going to sleeve this bad boy up right away. I mean, at this rate, guys, I might just have to try out Dofi. Keep on pulling all the Dofi cards. I didn't play it back when it was super good. My buddy did. I instead ran, I think at the time it was Reiju primarily, as well as Black Yellow Luffy before he got banned, and then I switched to Teach, I think it was. I was playing Teach a lot. This is casually though. I didn't get the chance to play competitively for that format, unfortunately. All right. Dayton, Lightning. All right, so we got the new Dofi blocker. Finally, I feel like I haven't pulled a single copy of this card. But yeah, 5-drop, 6,000 power blocker with 1,000 counter on it, 7 Warlords of the Sea, and Don Quixote Pirates. It says, on play, if your leader is multicolored, add it to 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck and rest it. It's just a really good staple in, I think you play this in blue-purple, as well as maybe Roger when that deck comes out. All right, so we have that, and then Monkey D. Dragon. Very cool, very cool. We have X Drake here, and Edward Newgate. Very nice. Ooh, and a foil Buggy Dawn. Dadgummit, dude. How many of these Buggy Dawns am I going to get? I always get pranked by a Buggy. I had 2 double hit boxes in my OP09 case, and both of them were only double hits because the second hit was a 10-cost Buggy. And it was the biggest troll of my life. Alright, so that's our foil Dawn card. There's going to be Buggy. I need to dump those off on some Buggy player at some point and get, like, better Dawn for it. Not that there's anything wrong with pulling a full Dawn card, but come on, dude. I don't play Buggy. I don't want Buggy. Alright. Anywho. Rant over. Okay, there's those. Another 3 common packs. Does that mean this is another hit? All right, there's those. All right, we got Bad Manners Kit Course and Laboon. Nice. And we got our secret rare. It's going to be Bong Clay. Wait, did we just pull a secret and an SR in the same pack? I thought it didn't work like that. All right, well, we got our secret rare. First one for the box is going to be Bong Clay. And then another foil Sangoro. Very cool. All right, let's leave up our secret here. Put that up there with our Marco. Sweet, so we have a secret rare, a parallel rare, and a foil Dawn card already, guys, in this box. And we are about a quarter of the way down. If I could open this booster pack, holy cow. Bandai, please. No God pack. Sadness. All right, chat. We're still looking for that manga rare. We'll see if we can pull it. All right. We got Corridor Coliseum. Hina. All right. Then we got Buggy, Crocodile, and the promo Sabo. Non-foil. Frankie rare. Oh, no, Marco. Come on. Or Tashigi for that matter. Jewelry Bonnie, though. Pretty good card. Boom. And boom. Another promo Bonnie. I'm hungry, chat. I might have to get some food here. Probably order some. Nah, we got too many eggs. I'll just cook a bunch of eggs. All right. No God pack. All right. Let's get going. Boom. 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 All right. We got Burgess for our rare. Brooke for our SR. Very nice. Marshall D. Teach. And my crew. I think this is identical to the pack we got last box, but whatever. Please, Tashigi. There's no way. There's no way I don't pull 2 Tashigis in 5 boxes. If I don't pull a single Tashigi, or why am I saying it like that? If I don't pull a single Tashigi by the time that we get to our 5th box and it's done, I'm going to open the 6th box as well. Those are my limits because it's just ridiculous at that point. All right, let's keep going here. Okay. Slave Arrow. All right, we got Gum Gum Rain. Another Rebecca. This, I think, is also the same as the first box. And then we got Charlotte Brûlée and Sabo. Oh, they debated. Oh, no, they didn't. Okay, so we got a foil Jinbei Dawn. I think that's my second one of those, too. And the foil Sabo as well is pretty cool. Yeah, that's going to be our second foil Dawn. So no gold Dawn in this box either, it looks like, guys. But again, I'll just showcase that before I sleeve it up. It's got a nice little swirling spiral pattern there. Looks pretty sick. So Buggy and Jinbei kind of whiffs on the Dawn cards, but it's fine. It's fine. We already have a really good parallel so far and a good secret rare with Bon Clay. So I know plenty of people are always looking for Bon Clay. It feels like, I don't know, chat. Tell me if this is the same with you guys. It feels like everyone at my locals is building blue purple Luffy. Like I went to this most recent one, it was all blue yellow Namis and blue purple Luffys. It was crazy. All right, we have Maynard here. What am I doing? Okay. There we go. Pooh, Dayton, and Godthread. All right, we got Nami showing up again. Another Sanji 2K. Really good reprint. This card was like 12 bucks for absolutely no reason. And then we got Sanji and Mary Joie for our foils and another normal Shanks Dawn. See? Why couldn't they just make that one the foil one for the box? Come on, man. Come on. Show me some love. All right, we'll keep going. I mean, it's fine. We could just pull the God pack for Dawn out of this box instead of, you know, instead of like a manga. That'd be fine. All right. Finger Pistol. And another Law. Let's go. I think that gets me back up to a playset if I remember correctly. Which is good. That's exactly what we wanted to see there. No Tashigi still though. Would love to see Tashigi. So we still have one secret and one alt to go, I believe, for this box, guys. And then we still need to hit our Marco quota to be breaking a decent deal here. So, I mean, after not getting a Tashigi in the first box, though, it makes me think that we might not be able to pull a Marco every box either, which would suck. All right, there's our commons. It's 3 of them. Might be a hit, guys. All right, we got our uncommons there. All right, we got Law for our rare. Kyros for our SR. Ace is going to be our second secret for the box. So our second ace of the case as well. Go ahead and sleeve that up. And this card just kind of fell off a cliff, it feels like, more recently. I still feel like it's good. I personally play like 2 or 3 of them in my Yellow Kid deck. I think it's a good card by all means, but it feels like it's just losing its oomph these days. Just crazy to say. A 10,000 power rush body that heals you one when you play it. So even if you don't get the rush that turn, if you have like too much life, you will still get the life for sure. It always heals you first, regardless of what your life total is. All right, we got Hina. Shut up and come with us. And then we got Nojiko here. Sabo and Lime Juice. Another Galdino. Crocodile for our SR. Come on, where's Marco? Oh, hey, foil Luffy. And we got the Crocodile uncommon with the Chopper Don. Tashigi or Marco, please, please. I'd take a parallel Marco if I had to. It's not ideal, but at this point we'll take what we can get. Boom. Gum Gum Jet Gatling. Sabo, 5-cost blocker. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Ooh, another one of these. This is the box card right here, guys. Green Luffy. I'll go ahead and read it off since it is a parallel and the box art card. For those of you guys who don't know what it does, it's a 4-cost, 5,000 power, Supernova Straw Hat Crew type character with 1,000 counter smacked on the side. It says, your turn on play if your leader is multicolored, and your opponent has 7 or less Dawn cards on their field, your opponent rests one of their active Dawn cards at the start of their next main phase. And we got a foil God Thread. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Alright guys, so that's going to be all of our hits for the box, unless we pull something crazy. So still haven't seen a new alt, I don't think. I mean, I guess this. That's new. And then I bought these. I never pulled one. But yeah. Okay. So still looking for Tashigi and Marco. As we keep diving down. It'd be really crazy if we could get 2 Marcos in a box, chat. That would be amazing. Just those. Those. Alright, we got Zoro Juro. I didn't know he got reprinted in here. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Marco. I saw blue. I saw blue when I lifted it for a second. Alright, that's going to be Law. Then we got our Jinbei promo in a cool foil. It's got swirls on it. Ooh, and then foil Bonnie. It's got like little pizza slices and pieces of meat. I like that. That's going to go in my Law deck for sure. Very cool. Alright, still cooking here. We have no more hits, supposedly, so... Come on. Pull on through, SRs. Pull on through. Cross Guild Searcher. Basil Hawkins. Okay, okay. Still not what we're looking for, chat. And this is the dangers of gambling, right? Is we're already 2 boxes down. We only have 1 out of the 6 cards that we were really looking for. We've gotten a lot of cool stuff, don't get me wrong, but was it any of it what we really planned? No. So would have been a lot better if we just, you know, bought what we wanted and let the cases do their thing. All right. Keep going here. Okay, it's Die 4 and Vinsmoke Sora, as well as Bartolomeo. We have the regular version of the Gecko Moria 6-drop. Edward Newgate, the normal version as well. Another foil Buggy, and a foil Crocodile with the Limdon. Very cool. No, it's not tearing. So frustrating. There we go. All right. Another Ivankov here. Right, we got Eroge for a rare. Kozuki Momonosuke for our SR, so still no Toshigi or Marco for this box. And then we got Nico Robin and Gum Gum Lightning. Alright guys, starting to get down there. After this pack, there will only be 3 left. 3 chances to pull one of those cards we are looking for. So far, in my opinion, a much less exciting box than the last one. But we'll see. We'll see what we can do here. Alright, we got Teach, Samurai, Black Hole, Bartolomeo, and Jinbei promo. We got Rayleigh for a rare. And then finally, we got one of the Toshigis we need. Very nice. Foil Sangoro yet again, and then foil Shachi and Penguin. Those are the same 2 that we had in another pack, in the same order as well. It was stacked like this. Crazy. I don't even know why they reprinted Shachi and Penguin. Is it because they printed that promo Red Purple Law again, and they're like, oh, we want people to play our new promo? Because if they wanted people to play that new promo, spoiler alert, they should have made it at least somewhat close to the original Law, because that card is doing absolutely jack right now, the new promo. Alright, I'm going to do those 2. These guys here. Jinbei Rare once again. Frankie SR. So no Marco. Starting to look grim for the Marco team out there. Yes, another Slave Arrow. Let's get it. And then a Luchidon. Alright. No God pack here. Down to the last 2 packs here, chat. Usohachi, Okamawe, Devon, Whitesnake, and the Law promo. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm a goober. I'm a goofy little goober. Nice. Another Ace Rare. Teach for our SR. So still no Marco, guys. I don't think we're going to get it this box. I have a sinking feeling we're not going to get him this box. They should have made that card the manga, honestly. That Marco. I mean, it's probably smart that they don't want it to stay in the format, because everything that is printed as a manga is eternal. So even after rotation, that card will stay in as a legal card. So like 9 drop Sanji, for instance, is now never going to rotate. It is always going to be illegal. Same with the 5-cost blocker Marco. Or sorry, 5-cost blocker Sabo, the black one. That one is also eternal. Alright guys, last pack. Let's see if we can pull the Marco. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. We have Otama and... Dude! Last pack magic. Let's go, chat. Alright, we got our second Marco here. Absolutely phenomenal. And we're rounding it out with a Calgara and a Three Brothers Bond and a Foxy Dawn. Same last Dawn that we got last box. Sweet. You love to see that, chat. We are winning the odds right now. And we picked up a Toshigi from this box. So... pretty cool. I will put that with the SRs. All right, so that's our second box down, chat. Third box time. Here we go. And you know what they say, third time is the charm. Is this the one where we pull the manga? Guys, press 1 in chat if you think this is the manga box. Or the God Pack box. Or just the Gold Dawn in general. It's just anything, really. All right. And I heard somewhere that you get 4 Gold Dawns per case. I don't know if that's actually true. I opened 5 boxes out of the same case when I did our last stream total, and I don't think I pulled a single Gold Dawn out of any of those, if I remember correctly. We did pull the Teach like manga event, but that's not the same. So either I just got really unlucky and did not get any of the 4 Dawns, or it's only like 1 or 2 per case. But I haven't actually seen one physically pulled yet, like in person. So, all right, first pack of the third box, guys. Third time's the charm. Press 1 in chat for the run if you think this is the box where we pull the God Pack or the manga. In fact, leave a comment saying which one you think it will be. Not God Pack, at least not yet. All right, here we go. 3 commons right off the bat. That looks like a hitbox, or excuse me, hit pack to me. All right, we'll keep going. All right. Imagine if we opened with a Marco. That'd be crazy, chat. All right, Nami. Shanks. All right, KO Shanks. Very good card, in my opinion. Rayleigh. Oh, let's go. It's going to be our secret rare. One of our secret rares for the box. Ooh, and our first Gear 5 Dawn. Very nice. I do have a gold rare of that Gear 5 Dawn that I pulled, or a gold Dawn of that, I should say, that I pulled from Japanese boosters that I opened. So it's not worth as much as the English one, but still, it's pretty cool looking, I guess. Not my favorite of the gold Dawns, actually, but... I'll also say I'm trying to do a full set of gold Dawns, so I kind of hope that there are 4 in a case and that I can pull them. I'm trying to do like 1 full gold Dawn set for whatever my most competitive deck is at the time. And I currently have 4. I have the Luffy one, the like the Gear 5 one that's Japanese, and then I have the Kozuki Odin one from from PRB01, and then I have I just recently bought the Revolutionary Army and the Boa Hancock one. So, all right, get into the second one here. All right, we have the Scratchman Apu 2K counter. Another blocker Sabo. Then we have the foil Vinsmoke Sora. I actually think I need more of these for my, what's it called? Nice, and a foil Black Vortex. We'd love to see that. But I needed more of these for my Reiju deck. And the All Sunday Dawn, rounding that out. All right. There's those. All right, we got Cross Guild into Basil Hawkins. See, there are a couple dud SRs in this set, guys, is my only sadness with it. All right, we got Mountain God and Plastic Surgery Shot, so kind of just nothing, big old nothing burger there. But yeah, there are a couple dud SRs, which really feels bad. Most of them are good, right? Most of them are good. Basil Hawkins, in my opinion, is one of the more, like, what are we doing here? Like, it was good, I think, before even I joined the game. Because I joined in right when OP08 started, and it was, by that time, I didn't even hear that card in the deck. So, all right, let's get this going. Okay. Nice, we got the Ace Rare. Dragon SR, very cool. And Bon Clay again for a secret, very nice card to have. Ooh, and we got the Lime Juice foil. Let's go. I think I only need 1 more of that before I have the playset. So very cool. At this rate, I'm going to have enough Bon Clays to actually just throw together a pocket blue-purple Luffy list. The only thing I'm missing would be like Bagwas, because I have all the Gear 2s and all of the Gum Gum Giants. Then I think I have the Nami blockers. What am I missing? I have the Rush Luffys and the Sanjis. It would probably just be like the middle guys. No, I bought Resonantes too. I don't know. I'll probably take a look at a list and see what I'm missing at some point. Just out of curiosity. I already built Zoro. There's no way I'm going to run blue-purple. All right, so we got Zorojuro and then Brook. We have our Jinbei foil once again and the Nornoro Beam Sword. After this box chat, I'm probably going to order some food, some like DoorDash or something. Yosoi Famished. All right, 3 commons. We might have something here. All right, we have Slave Arrow and Buggy for uncommons. All right, we got Gum Gum Giant for a rare. Is that the first one of our boxes? It might be. Hold on. I'm curious now. I think it is. Yeah, we have Gatling. That's crazy, dude. We've opened 3 boxes, and we just now... See, that's why these rares are so much, chat. Because you're only guaranteed 1 rare per pack, and the chances of it being the one you want are, like, super low. So there's that. Another Teach SR, by the way. Dadgummit Teach. Ooh! And we have the second parallel of the 2K. So I already pulled this one, But I really like having the second one because I do have Zoro and I play all of my parallels. So, and another foil Slave Arrow. Let's go, chat. I have 2 blue decks that play that card, so it's really good to see that. But yeah, really good to see this card. Because I think I'm going to end up only running 2 of it. We'll see. Because I've been warring between cutting down, because I'm going to run 10 2Ks. And I currently have 4 of this, 2 Tashigi, because I only had the 2, and then 4 of the other little green guy that, like, rests a 2 or less, and then bottoms a 1 or less character. So I was considering cutting that one, but it seems really strong, so I think I'm going to do like a 3 and 3 ratio. But either way, this card, I think I'll keep it like 3 or 4. And so the more I can get of this card's parallel, the merrier. And is that that's our first parallel for this box. Okay. Nice. Alright, so it looks like nothing going on because we pulled the normal promo. Alright, we got Gadatsu once again, and another Edward Newgate. We got Robin and Bonnie. Nice. Another Bonnie for the Law deck. And maybe, just maybe, I'll build a Bonnie deck for like 1 locals just to see how miserable it is to play as and against. Because I only have played 1 Bonnie ever in my life, thankfully, and it was a miserable experience. I think I was playing Reiju at the time, and it wasn't like the full competitive list. I had like some random stuff in there. Like I think I was running Gion and things like that just because I didn't have all the cards. And it was brutal running into Bonnie because it just rested all my characters. It was just miserable. They built the wall so well. It's just... That was also before I had Red Rock, so I just couldn't bottom deck anything. Alright, and then we got Galdino and Kozuki Momonosuke. We got our Jinbei common along with You Can Be My Samurai. Alright guys, so we're still looking for both of our foil Dawn cards here. And another secret and parallel. We have 4 hits remaining supposedly, and then a possible 5th. As well as our mandatory 1 Tashigi and or 1 Marco per box. Preferably, obviously, we're going to want Marco. That card is insane. We'll have infinite value. And yeah, it's just going to be a pain to find once this set officially leaves shelves in favor of OP13. Alright, we have 6 King Pistol. This is 0 cost for black. Trafalgar Law again. This is our 3rd SR of that card. Dadgum. And then we got the Shanks promo. Okay. Also, more foil X-Drakes. Can't be mad about that at all, chat. I cannot be upset with that at all. Okay. Nice. We got Kid. All right, we got the promo Koala foil, as well as Gum Gum Jump Rope. Not much going on in that pack, unless you need a Kid, I guess, or a Rosie Blocker. But all right, let's keep going. We are now in our second half of the 3rd box here, chat. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Buggy. Nice, our first pudding of the case. And followed immediately by the purple pudding. It's also our first one of the case. Pretty good card. Really only sees play in like I think 2 decks, which is going to be purple yellow pudding and then purple Katakuri. Pretty strong in those decks though. Really, really good tempo swing. Alright, we got Ivankov and Hina. Cool. And the Boadon. That's one of the Golden Dawns that I own. Bought the Boa one. Alright, we really want to see like a Marco or Tashigi right about now. We're feeling kind of bummed. But we still have 2 foil Dawn cards hopefully, as well as another secret rare and parallel. So, actually, do we get another secret? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, no, we did pull both the secrets. Because that's right, because our first pack was Rayleigh. Okay, so we have all of our secrets already, so we just need another parallel and 2 Dawn cards. Okay. Alright, cool. My era begins. We got the Rocket Luffy. Brook, and It's to Die For. Nice. Foil It's to Die For. Finally. Alright, we got Carrot. Alright, chat. And if you guys are just joining in, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. Feel free to leave comments if you want to talk about anything. Like the stream if you like it. Share it with your friends so they can watch too. Get in on the Gamba. And, yeah, consider subscribing so you don't miss any streams or uploads. My next video is almost done. Probably have like 3-ish hours more editing to do. So I should be able to get that to you guys by, I think Thursday would be the soonest. Just because I have kind of a busy schedule for the next couple days. Alright, we got Lucky Roo. This is the first one of our case here. Lucky Roo blocker. I'll go ahead and read this off just because it's the first one of our case. So 2,000 power comes at you from 4 cost with 1,000 counter on the side. And it's a blocker that on play lets you trash any character card with 6,000 power or more from your hand to draw 2 cards. So kind of like a, nice, these followed by Shanks. Kind of like an Onami, if you want to think of it like that, but for the red Shanks deck, or just red control decks in general, but you're probably playing this in Shanks. And then we got Katakuri, and nice, a foil Usohachi finally as well. So love to see that. All right. We are almost 3/4 of the way down without any more of our hits here, chat. It's starting to get a little scary. All right, we got Frankie. And this is the regular version of the box art Luffy right here. We got promo Luffy and the Army HQ. Okay. Buggy, no! Get out! Get out! All right. That'd be crazy, chat, if we actually pulled the God Pack. It wouldn't happen, but that would be crazy if we did. All right, we got Gum Gum Jet Gatling again. Always nice to have more copies of that card. Ooh, I forgot they actually, wrong pile. I forgot they actually reprinted this card. The Rush Sanji. Very strong. Nice. And then we got the promo Sanji and a Sengoku foil with a little, little seagull foiling going on there. Let me move my hand. Yeah, you can see it better there now. Ooh, and the Smokerdon. Is this... This is our first Smokerdon of the box, too. I have pulled very few Smokerdons. So many Buggies, so many Jinbeis, so many Bonnies and stuff like that, like the goofy ones. Yeah, that's our only Smokerdon. That's crazy. I think I pulled like maybe 3 of those total. See, you can't even get the art that you want on the Dawn cards reliably if you get a case, guys. It's just such bad odds. I mean, it's a great idea that they made a reprint set, right? But all the cards are expensive in this set because of the new ones that they printed, right? The new rares and SRs. All right, we still have not seen a Tashigi or our Marco either, so... Box is looking kind of scary and still not a hit. That's crazy. We have 4 packs left after this one, guys. Good grief. We got Rayleigh and the Frankie once again. Apu, nice. I do need more foils of this for my kid deck. And look at that. It's got little music notes on it. Sick. And then Lime Juice. Nice. That's the playset. Thank you. All right, guys. 4 packs left. I think for our math to work out, we need to have... What would that be? 3 out of the 4 of these to all be hit packs. So they're hopefully saving the best for last. Hopefully we don't get gimped in this box. No God Pack. All right. We also have no foil Dawn, so we could potentially pull up a gold Dawn here. All right, finally it's a hit. We got 3 commons. All right. All right, chat. Press 1 for the run. Let's see what this is. Pudding. Pretty cool. This is the one you play in Katakuri now. Marco! Let's go! We got Marco in a hit pack, chat. Actually, Marco itself is a hit pack. So that's our 3rd Marco. We are so close to our goal already. Ooh! And it is going to be the Boa Hancock alternate art. Very nice. And we got our Sabo promo as well. Let's go, guys. What a box. Or, excuse me, what a pack. Look at that. That is insane value. Because this card, I think, is still 30, maybe 35. And then Marco, last time I checked, was 20. So it's like a little $50 card pack. It's like a plus 40 value, give or take. Put that with our secrets and put this with our alternates. We're almost out of sugar sleeves already, guys. And we haven't even got to our Dawn for this box. All right, so that should be our last of the characters. So now we are just looking for our Dawn cards to be foil here. Or God back. God back. Okay. All right, guys. Here we go. 3 commons. All right, so we're getting something here. Probably one of the Dawns. Okay, let's go. Bad Manners Kit Course, Toshigi. Shirhoshi. Nice. Katarina Devon. He possesses the world's most brilliant mind. And last but not least, the foil Chopper Dawn. Very nice, very nice. I think this is my second one of these, but maybe not. Anyways, look at that. Very nice texturing. Sleeve that bad boy up. Boom. And last 2 packs coming down to it here. One of these hopefully will be a foil Dawn, and one of them might be something even better. We'll see. All right. Here we go. Not a God pack. I saw a Bonnie on the front there. So we're just going to get in here. All right. This is not a hit, so interesting. Can we get the Toshigi, chat? Can we get the Toshigi? Another Gecko. Rebecca. Okay. So no Toshigi here. Oh, I just pulled 2. Oh! Nice. Was not expecting that. So, chat, we did, in fact, get an extra hit here. I don't know if this takes the place of our Dawn, but I'm so mad that I messed up the rip on that one now. But that is sweet. So, this is going to be our manga rare of the Shanks event. So, it's going to be Come On, We'll Fight You. 1 cost event. Trigger, draw 1 card. And main, look at 5 cards from the top. Grab a red-haired pirate, add it to your hand. Put the rest on the bottom in any order. Very, very nice. So I'm actually going to put this in a different sleeve here. Very cool. That is not a good sleeve. There we go. Super sick, chat. So we pulled the manga event. So that is our, out of the 2 sets of 5 boxes that I've opened so far, we haven't even gotten down to the last 2 over here. I have pulled 2 of the manga events. Does that mean that we don't get the Sanji now? Is that what that means? Oh, well, whatever. What a box, chat. They really saved it till the end for us. That is brutal. All right, I'm going to put this down here as our little hit. And we're going to open up our last pack here. Maybe it's a Dawn, maybe it's not. But honestly, after that hit, I'm fine with it not being a Dawn card. I can live with that. A foil Dawn, I mean. It's going to have a Dawn card regardless, but... All right, let's get going. Newgate, Robin, Goku, boom. All right, we got Devon, Dragon's Breath, and we got, I put those in the wrong pile again. What am I doing? Oh, it was 3 commons, by the way, so this might actually be a foil Dawn card, so we could just get that extra hit for free. All right, we got Burgess, Trafalgar Law, again, let's go. We need more Kobe's, though. Notice we pulled 3 of the Laws and 1, I believe, of the Kobe's. That's kind of tragic. We got Apu here. HQ, and then ooh, let's go, finally. So we got the Shanks manga and the foil Shanks Dawn in the same box. That is sick. Look at that, guys. So that, yep, the slashes there going to be textured, and then the hockey coming out from that as well. Wow, that is just phenomenal to look at. Top 5 Dawns for me, easily. Very nice. So that was a super sick box, chat. I was really bummed until the end. We got a Marco out of it. We got a Parallel Boa and the Parallel Zoro, both of which are cards that are going to hold value decently well because this card will be used in the new Bonnie deck. That will be used in Green Zoro, of course. Marco is going to be used in Ace, so that's going to hold value. We got the Shanks Dawn, the Chopper Dawn, both decently valuable. I think the Shanks one is a bit more. And we pulled our manga event, right? The Come On, We'll Fight You. That is super, super sick. All right, I'm going to take a super quick break, guys, to order some food, and then I'll be back while that food makes its way to me. So I will swap this over real quick and then mute and be back when I get my food. So I'll see you then. Alright, chat, I am back. I just finished ordering that food. So it's on the way. In the meantime, I'm just gonna get myself a quick little drink here. It's a terrible idea. There we go. It should be good. Just to hold me over. I'll do a little more actually. I'll go ahead and switch this back over just so if you're showing up recently, you can kind of see our hits here. Alright, I'm gonna go put this milk up real quick and then I'll be right back. Alright, chat, we are back. Food on the way still. It's got a little milk to hold us over. Really good stuff, by the way. Let me set up a little thing here so it doesn't get condensation on the desk. And get into our fourth box. And chat, we're really close. We need one more TCG and one more Marco to meet our quota. Still haven't got a Gold Dawn card, though. Sadness and sorrow, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll survive. Yep. Okay. Let's get it. First pack of box 4. And we really were right, chat. Third time was the charm. That third box was something else. So, can't even... At this point, I mean, we pulled the manga rare. I don't even know if we can complain about not getting the Sanji manga. I mean, I still will, because it's not a manga proper, in my opinion, but still. I just keep looking at this. This looks so sick. The little words on the top, right? The script has like these little bitty, almost like paneling texture going on. Really cool. All right, let's get going. Okay. All right, we got, ooh, nice yellow zero cost event. Really, really good. This is the first one of the box as well, or of the case as well. So, oh, we got that with the Shirahoshi. They want us to build NL. Alright, we got Sora going here, and then the promo Shanks. Alright. Little Gear 4 Dawn action there. And we'll keep on cracking. Okay. There we go. Uta, this is the first one of the case as well. See, it just, every rare is so hard to pull just because there's so many cards in the set. So we probably won't even see another Kobe in these couple of boxes here. Sanji again. Ooh, and we got the 8-drop Sabos for our secret rare. Very good card. I already have my copies for the red-black Sabo deck, but still very good card nonetheless. And then we have the uncommon Buggy. I'm about to lose this whole stack of commons and uncommons here, so I need to do something real quick. Let me sleeve my bad boy up here. Just gonna move these piles so that we have more space here to work with. Gotta make a wall there for the light as well. There's so many cards. Feels like there's more uncommons than there are commons, chat. It's kind of crazy. Let me go through here real quick, make sure I didn't accidentally stack some regular ones in with the foils. I probably did. Those are good. These should be good as well. Yeah. Alright. Let's keep on going. So still, well, we got one hit so far. Me, our secret rare Sabo. No God pack here, so we'll just keep on keeping on. Okay. Promo ace. Teach and Cavendish, nice, nice. Love to see Cavendish. I can help out all those guys trying to build Zoro for the OP13 meta that are balling on a budget. Because I already had my copies of Cavendish before this set even came out, so I think I have like an extra playset and a half of that card. So if you guys need it, hit me up. I will be able to get it to you at a pretty good deal, especially if you're one of my friends. All right. Sweet. Bonnie rare, pretty cool. Black Maria, so still no Toshiki or fourth Marco. We have Zoro here. Going Mary. Ooh, very cool. We have the Lim foil Dawn card. Pretty interesting patterns on this one here. Kind of like that. That might go in my Zoro deck. We'll see. I'm gonna run out of sleeves at this rate, chat. 6 hits per box, 7 if you count the Shanks manga. It's too much to keep up with. Thought I had a good stack there, but I guess not. Okay. There we got Zorojiro again. Another Law, dude. This is our 4th one. What are these odds? Alright, we got Apu and Shiki. It's crazy. We'll pull like 6 or 7 of those blue Laws there, and we won't pull the full playset of Marcos or even 2 Toshiki. 2 Toshikis, chat. We still only have 1. We haven't even pulled the second one. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, we got Gidatsu. Carrot. What's up, Carrot? Ooh, let's go. We have the 6-cost Purple Rush Luffy. Card's kind of fallen off a cliff in terms of its pricing. Nice, another foil Bonnie. But still an amazing card. Really strong, I feel like. I feel like this could even be a potential, like, good, what you want to call it, tech in blue purple Luffy. Go ahead and sleeve him up in the Luffy sleeve. Nice. So that's both of our secrets. So we have both of our secrets and one of our foil Dawn cards. Now we just need our God Pack and our Manga Rare Blue Sanji. We should be good for this box. I keep on saying it. I'm trying to speed into existence. Alright. Ace. Sohachi. Alright, we got Cross Guild. Basil once again. Bruh. This is like our third or fourth Basil. Foil Nojiko. Pretty cool. And 10-layer Igloo. Very nice. Sorry, Chad. I just had to stretch out my back there. No God Pack. Three commons. Very cool. We love to see that. Slave Arrow and Buggy. Alright, we got Rosinante. Mihawk as our SR. Still no Tashigi. Got Baby Luffy. Crocodile. Ooh, nice. We got Smoker. Very cool. Very cool. I'll take a Smoker Dawn any day. I really like the look of this one, guys. It's like a lot more refined, I feel like, than a lot of the other ones. It's pretty like laid back, but it's just very, very clean. Very clean. Alright, let's leave that up. Ran out of my silver sleeves. No. Alright, so that's both of our foil Dawns and both of our secret rares. So we're just looking for parallels now, and then Marco and Tashigi. Same thing we've been saying all night, chat. Nice. We got another Dofi blocker. Dragon. We got Jinbei and a foil Godthread. Let's go. Really hoping to see bump my mic there. Really hoping to see what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Tashigi and Marco. Either one in this box. Preferably Tashigi at this point, because I already have all my copies of Marco. So I guess I really would want to see Tashigi more than Marco, because I actually need the Tashigi. And there I was at locals telling everybody, oh, it's fine, I don't need to get the Tashigi off you, I'll pull it in my case of PRB. Fat chance as we pull a Kozuki Momonosuke. That's our third one to that card. Still waiting for our second Tashigi. We have our playset of foil Bonnies now. I don't know if I'm going to run 12 of that in law. We'll see. Second half of our fourth box here. Starting to get down into it. And we are only missing the Marco Tashigi and then our parallels, right? So far, so good. I think we're on track to make our box hit-wise. Another pudding. Oh, I got baited. It was green, but it's Jewelry Bonnie. All right, we got the promo and the plastic surgery shot with an Usopp. Man, they keep baiting me, dude. They keep baiting me. All right. Three comments. We got Gum Gum Rain. Kid. Alright, let's see it. This is probably one of the parallels. Ooh. This is the Buggy Searcher one, I think. Mr. Galdino. So not a card that I'm ever going to play in my lifetime, but still a cool card to pull nonetheless. Close up on that foiling there. Pretty cool. Another Shanks Don. Let's go. Okay, so we have one more parallel left to go here for our boxes quota. And then we also need to pull the Manga Sanji and a Marco and a Tashigi. And that should be fine. Alright, come on. Luffy. Starting to go a little faster here, chat, as we've seen most of the cards. If I see anything crazy, I will pull it out or point it out. But so far, we are just grinding for those last couple cards. Nice, another foil gamma knife. That's my second one, I think. Not from this case, but in general. Excuse me. No, it's not a god pack. Why? Alright. Alright, we got Otama. Kyros. Ideo. Okama Way. Or Okama My Way, and then another Boadon. Come on. No Tashigi or Marco yet is rough, chat. Rough. Ooh, there we go. That's pretty good. A little $10 drop there. Our second Kobe of the case. Shanks. Bruh. Another uncommon. Lime juice. That's going to be our 5th copy total. Alright, chat. We only have 4 packs left here to pull our Tashigi. Starting to get nervous at this point, chat. I actually need that card, unironically. That just goes to show you, chat, it never pays to gamble. Just buy the singles. It's not worth it. Alright. Ooh, almost dropped that one. Another Galdino. And the Crocodile. So still no sign of our golden girl here, chat. Okay. Come on. Come on. Jet Gatling. Sabo. Still a good card. Not what we're looking for. Ooh, foil black hole. Nice. Ooh, another Smoker Dawn too. Cool. Probably give that to my buddy. He has a black Smoker deck. 2 packs left, guys, and we still have 1 parallel to pull here. Let's see if we can get it. I am absolutely famished, chat. Famished. Will come my way. Alright, this is our hit pack. Please. Imagine if it was the alt Marco. Imagine if it was. That would be crazy, chat. Alright, we got Rare Gecko Moria. Edward Newgate. Alright, so not Tashigi or Marco. Ooh, the Dofi alt. Now that is a sick one, if I do say so myself. Sort out these last 2 cards here. Look at that. That is... That is fire. That's the same blocker from earlier, chat, but just the parallel. I will definitely be putting that to use in one of my decks. Probably red, purple, Luffy. Alright, chat. Last pack magic. Can we pull another Marco out of the bottom of the box like we did last time? Or TCG. Either one. I have a hunch it's going to be no this time. I'm not that fortunate. Not usually. Alright, no God pack either. Rayleigh. Oh, let's go! It's not a Marco, but it is the card we were looking for. Tashigi, let's go. It's exactly what we needed. Alright, and now we're just going to the last couple here. We got Luffy and the Shut Up and Come With Us with the Pudding Dawn. Alright, nice. So, that was a good end to our 4th box there. Pulling exactly the card that we needed. Of course, wanted a Marco there as well, but is what it is. Can't win them all. We'll pull a Marco out of our 5th box here. And so, because of that, I think this will be my 5th and final box of the night. Just because, you know, I think it's fine if we don't have Marco here at a playset. It would be cool to pull the playset out of this one, but I'm not going to push for it out of that 6th box. I think the more of these boxes that I can leave sealed, the better. Just to get more value out of it. Alright, here we go. Last box of Destiny, chat. 5th and final one of the night. Still no gold Dawn Guards, by the way. So I'm starting to think it's just 1 per case. If that. Because I know PRB01, they were less than 1 per case. Which is why the Zoro one is like $300 still. That and it's a cool Dawn. But yeah, I hope it's not like that for this set. Because that would suck. I think I thought I heard somebody say that they upped the odds, but that might have just been like the odds of pulling the God pack in the East or in the West. All right, first pack of the final box here, chat. So reset all the odds that you had in your mind. Okay. Come on, let's start it off strong with a really good SR here. All right, we got Shiryu, Shanks. All right, well that's an SR there. Okay. Alright. Food's still on the way. Keep on going. Another Gravity Blade. Let's go. Cavendish. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I think that's only our 3rd one, though. Alright, we got another Hina and Brooke and another Smoker Dawn. Very sick. It's actually, despite the fact that we're getting spammed with that, it's not like the Buggy Dawn where I just despise it and wish that it would burn to a crisp and never grace my case again. But the Smoker Dawn I really, really like, actually. So I don't mind getting multiples of that one. It's a Dawn that I might actually consider just running in like my pet decks for funsies. Alright. Keep on going on here. Boa Hancock, very cool. Ooh, 9-cost green Zoro. Very nice indeed. And the Robin and Kinemon Dawn will not round that one out. So green Zoro. I already have 2 copies of this card. I play both of them in my Zoro deck. So this one will go into my trade binder. But still a very, very strong card. Very good. Actually, I'm going to let you guys look at it though. Just in case you don't know what the card looks like up close. Sorry, it's not really focusing too well, but that's him right there. Okay. It's our first hit of the box. Okay. My era begins. Alright, Rocket Luffy. Ooh! This is my 2nd parallel of Basil Hawkins, and I am not complaining at all. Look at that. That looks absolutely fire. Let's go. And then we got the surgery shot in the back. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Right, go ahead and sleeve that up. So that's our first parallel of the box. Keep on keeping on here. We got 2 hits already, about a quarter of the way into our box. Let's see if we can't pull a Marco and or a Golden Dawn out of this box. That would be super sick, chat. Super sick. Another hit box, or another hit pack, I should say. Here we got Lucky Roo, Shanks, Dadgummit. Ooh, Rush Luffy. That's gonna be our second secret of the box. That was not in the right pile. Sweet. Can't ever have too much of this secret rare in my opinion. This is a very good card. It will see its time in light again. I think it's very strong. Ability to restand itself and be a 6-cost rusher. Very good. All right. Frankie showing up. Luffy. Oh, we got another Apu blocker, so I almost have 4 of these now. And the lime juice. Would really, really, really like to see that 4th Apu now that I've seen 3 of them. That would be sick. Unless I already had one. Unless I already had one. I might have. Bruh. Nami. Shanks. Sabo. Another Slave Arrow. Let's go. Let us go. Let us go. Let us go. Let's go. Cross Guild. Bruh. Katarina Devon. And, ooh, I haven't seen this one yet. This is the Foil Sugar Dawn. Got a pretty interesting pattern on it. Looks alright. I have to go get some more real sleeves. I'm not about to use those giant oversleeve ones. It's our first Foil Dawn of the pack, so that means we only have one more shot for the Golden Dawn in this box, chat. I'm starting to think it's the old odds of less than 1 per case, which is really tragic for us, because that means the 2 boxes that I'm for sure leaving unopened by the time we're done opening every pack from this case that I intend to open will, if I don't pull in one of these, that would be the one that has it, and that would suck. Okay. Ace Rare, welcome aboard. Dragon, okay. So still no Marco. I got Jinbei Common and my Samurai. Last pack of the first half of this box. See if we can pull anything in here. Rayleigh, Frankie, X-Drake, nice, and Shanks. I don't mind the yellow, the foil X-Drakes, because I do run that card at, I believe, 4 in the Eustace Captain Kidd deck, so. Kaya, that's our first one of the case. Kid. We have this and this. I put those cards in the wrong spot, I just realized. Okay. Now we're getting into our second half here. We still need another parallel, I think. And a Golden Dawn card. Or maybe it's both parallels. No, we pulled the Hawkins in this one, didn't we? Yeah. All right. All right, we got a hit pack here. Let's see what we got going on. Zero cost event. Black Maria. Parallel Shiryu blocker. Very nice. I do run this card at, I believe, 2 in my Teach deck. So this is finishing up my... I already had 1. Finishing up my parallel playset for that card. Pretty cool. It's a good parallel to pull, in my opinion. For me, it's very playable for me. So now we just have the last Dawn card in here, and then any other hits that box might be holding. Hoping it's that golden Dawn card, chat, like we were talking about earlier. That would be super sick. Nope. Another Kobe. Very nice. Third Kobe that we've seen. Shirahoshi, so still no Marco. I have a feeling we're not going to pull the last Marco, chat. I got to be honest. I think we got really lucky with our first 3 boxes there. And that was about all the luck that we're going to get. It would be really cool if I pulled it, don't get me wrong, but don't think it's going to happen. Not in these. Okay. Let's keep on cooking here. Where's our food at? Alright, it's still on the way. Bonnie. Bruh, the 5th law. We have 5 laws and like 4 Basil Hawkins SRs and still no Marco. I mean, we have 3 Marcos, I guess, but still. Katakuri. I don't know why I just brain farted there. It's the die for another foil. I think that might be combined with my last case. That might actually make my playset for that card. Because I run 4 of them in red, purple, loopy. I really should just build blue purple instead. It's just better red purple. I'm just running red purple because we have the Big Mom and Katakuri that we can run in there. So it's kind of like blue purple at home, but it has Radical Beam as well as cards like Gold Roger to help finish out games, which blue purple doesn't have Gold Roger. Still has really good pressure options, just not Gold Roger. Or I think I also have Rayleigh in there. Nice is like our first Basil Hawkins of the box, I think. Kind of crazy. Or of the case. Sabo 2K, very nice. Love to see that. Can't complain about that. Uso Hachi foil, nice. I think that makes my play set of the foil. Alright, getting down to it here. Got about, what is that, 5 packs left. Only thing we're missing is the Dawn card. And a Marco. And more Tashigis. But we'll see. Any pack, by the way, is a chance for Marco, so I can't really be upset if there's not any more hits left in the box. Alright, well, he's not there, that's for sure. That was kind of a whiff. That pack was mid. Alright. Zoro 2K, the new one. Pretty cool. Ben Beckman. So still not a Marco. Come on. Come on, Marco. Pull through. It's not happening, chat. It's not happening. I think we got really lucky that we even got that second Tashigi. Still, 5 of the blue laws and only 2 Tashigis is crazy, chat. Alright, commons. Alright, we got Pudding. The other Pudding. That's the second pairing we've had of that, too. Mountain God. Ooh, nice. Black Vortex. We'll take that. And Kinemon Dawn. So not a foil Dawn. Or not a gold Dawn. Also, this is kind of like, right? It's very plain. Like, I'm trying to show you guys what little texture there is, and it's just not even wanting to show you that. So, alright, well, that's the last box, pretty much. I'll just go ahead and fly through these last packs. We'll just give a little bit of an edge for the Marco, but I don't think it's going to happen. There we go. All right, 2 packs left. I'll just grab them both. All right, let's do this. Apu, Sabo blocker. All right. And last, and probably least, Jet Gatling and Sanji. All right, so no Marco, like I figured. Okay, that's gonna wrap it up for our 5 boxes. I might open the 6th box at some point, maybe for the scrubbing out episode 2, and then I'll just break out the packs, like 2 per video after that for the last 2. But yeah, let me just go back over our hits again real quick. Let me stack these up. Oh. I don't even have room for these, hardly. Alright, so here we go. What we're looking at here. So that's our alts there. And then for secrets, pull out the Marcos. Dude, why can't I grab anything right now? My body's like shutting down. There we go. There, so there's our secrets. That's our manga right there. Let's get these back over here so you can see a little bit better. We got our Marcos. We got 3 of them out of those 5 boxes. So slightly worse rate than our old 5 boxes, but it's fine. And then our Dawns are over here. Also, the rares and SRs are pretty valuable, but I'm just not going to go digging through those to find the new ones, chat. There we go. It's going to be our foil Dawn lineup right there. Yeah, and that's going to be our 5 boxes. So overall, pretty successful, I would say. We pulled pretty much what we wanted, except for the extra Marco. which is fine. I'm sure we'll get it in the next couple of boxes as I finish cracking out the ones that I'm done with. Pretty cool to get the event as well. It is one that I'm going to be playing, so that's pretty nice. And yeah. So that being said, guys, if you did tune into the stream, thank you so much for doing so. Thank you for liking and sharing and subscribing if you did. And stay tuned for my next video drop, which will be very soon, hopefully by at latest Friday, but I'll probably get that out to you guys on Thursday. Yeah, and I will see you in the next video or stream. So thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed evening.